welcome back to my channel and welcome to exam day. So today is my first online exam. I'm a little bit apprehensive just because I'm worried, I don't know, something's not going to work. It's very strange because it opened at 9, it's now 9:15 and we basically just have to do it within 24 hours. So I think I'm going to do it like in a minute, just to get it done. You've probably seen in my last video that I explained all about how this exam doesn't really matter. Like, it does matter in that I obviously have to pass it and I want to do well in it, but in terms of what I actually get, it doesn't really sort of matter so much. So I'm just kind of excited to get the exams like on the way and get them done. I have one today and I have one on Friday, so it feels so strange. Like, I've got my water here. I'm leaving the windows open for now. If the neighbours suddenly become really loud, I'll have to close them, but it's very hot, so I don't want to overheat. And yeah, I've been for a run just now, like quite a quickish kind of run, because I had a bit of like nervous energy I wanted to let off, and I feel like I've probably said a million times before on my channel that running really helps me to focus and makes me more productive, so I really want that blood flow to my brain ready for this exam. I don't know what to do. I always have this sort of feeling on exam morning, like, should I quickly go over some stuff? Like, I don't know, or should I just do it? Like, I've probably revised enough by now. Maybe I'll go over a few things. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do it. I think I just need to do it, like, before I get too nervous and worked up. So, wish me luck, and I will report back to you to let you know how it goes. I'm also just downloading the drug chart that they sent us because as part of this exam we have to fill in a drug chart. So that's like prescribing drugs for a patient. Just trying to download it. And then I think I will be good to go. Right, I've got it. I'm just checking it's the drug chart that I like recognise. There's not anything weird on it that I haven't seen before. Why is my laptop being really slow? I really do feel quite nervous. I don't know why. Okay, I really am going to do the exam now, so wish me luck and I'll see you after. Bye! This is the exam! So I've now finished the exam and basically I had lunch and had a bit of a rest, and I'm just going to fill you in with what the exam was like. So first I should say that it's so weird doing an exam online. Like, I just wasn't in my exam mode and it really does affect me. Like, I just felt so distracted and like I felt like it was harder for me to like remember things and like think how I would normally think in an exam. And I also didn't like that you could just like start it whenever you liked, because it just, I don't know, I just like when you go in at 9 AM and you just know that's it, can't do any more revision now, I just need to start and what will be. Whereas I kept feeling like, oh, I could just like revise for a bit more and start it in 10 minutes. But no, I'm happy that I did it and got it out of the way, because my exam on Friday is a lot sort of bigger in terms of how many credits it's worth and how much content it has. So I want to have some more time to revise for that one, and also just have a rest today as well. The exam itself was okay. I'd say like I'm pretty confident that I passed and I've done pretty well, but I did feel quite like annoyed that it was open book, because there were quite a few things that I thought, like, I was quite proud of myself for knowing and for remembering, and then I just kind of felt like everyone else could just look this up, and I just feel like it's a strange way to be examined. I'm glad that my revision paid off and I felt like I could answer the majority of questions. The drug chart we had to do at the beginning, I would say, was like pretty hard, like compared to the ones that we've had, sort of like the examples that we've had to practice for our revision. I think it was harder than them because there were just like so many different elements to it. But again, like, I might have dropped like 1 mark for it, but I'm pretty confident in that I prescribed the right things and I took note of anything, like any contraindications or like things that couldn't be prescribed together. On the whole though, I do think I definitely prefer closed book exams in an exam room with an invigilator, but yeah, I'm just happy this exam's done and I'm just going to relax now as much as I can for the rest of the day, as well as doing a little bit of revision for my exam on Friday. Hi everyone, it is now Friday and it is the day of my very last exam of 3rd year. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this to just be all finished and for me to just be able to like relax and like read my book in the garden and just like go and see my friends and not have that guilt feeling of like, oh, I should be revising. I can't believe, looking back, that this is how 3rd year has ended up. Me sat in my bedroom taking an online exam, and then that's it, it's just going to be done like that. I can't believe we haven't had our 14-week placement, but we've somehow just like learn everything, and we're just going to kind of carry on and hope for the best into 4th year. I feel kind of like nervous, which I shouldn't really, because the exam doesn't really matter as long as I pass, and I do feel quite confident. I feel like I know, you know, I know enough to be able to like answer most questions that are going to get thrown at me, probably. I feel excited more than anything now to just be finished and start 4th year in a couple of weeks. I'm about to take the exam. I've just been on a run, as always. I feel like whenever I start filming, I'm always like hot, and I've just been running. I just did a gentle run. It happens to be like one of the hottest days of the year. The last 2 days it's been like 30 degrees in the UK, which, I mean, for us, we just can't cope, to be honest. We can't cope with that kind of heat. So it is very hot, and I might have to set my fan up to do this exam. I've got all the windows open, so I'm just going to hope that I don't sort of like pass out with the heat. So I don't know whether to read over anything. I think it's the same as what happened with my exam on Tuesday. I don't know, do I revise a few more things before I start, or do I just jump in? And I feel like I'm just going to jump in, to be honest. So this exam is 2 hours and 30 minutes, 120 marks, 120 screens to click through. Wow. It's unidirectional, 1 question, 1 mark per screen. Extended matching questions are grouped towards the end of the paper and have been split so that each stem is displayed on one screen, but the same option list is used for each set of extended matching questions. Okay, from question 71 onwards. That doesn't really affect me, to be honest. Okay, I'm just going to go to the toilet before I start, and then 4th year, here I come. Here we go. Eee! I finished exams! Yes! I've officially finished 3rd year. Quick report on the exam. I think it went fine. 120 questions is a lot of questions, which I only realised about halfway through, when I was like, I'd used up more than half the time, but I hadn't got halfway through the paper yet, and I was suddenly like, okay, your tactic of like going slow and really thinking about each question isn't going to work. You're going to have to speed up a bit. So I just sped up quite significantly, and I finished with 10 minutes to go, so it was fine. I thought the questions were good. They were like, some of them were easy, some of them were quite challenging, but even the challenging ones I felt like I could kind of work out, and I could have a pretty good guess at most things if I didn't know them. So I'm feeling pretty confident that I passed. Obviously, if I haven't, this is going to make me look a bit stupid. But yeah, I'm just happy it's done, and happy that it wasn't like atrocious or anything. Like, it was fine. It was what I expected. My brain just feels quite fatigued now, because 120 questions is a lot of questions, and it was 1 per screen. So every time you clicked onto the next screen, you then can't go back. So I had to really think, do I want to click onto the next screen? Am I happy with this question? And it's that constant feeling of like, you can't just go back and check your answers at the end, so you can't race through it. The pacing of the exam was actually one of the most difficult parts. But anyway, I've now finished. I'm now on my 2-week summer holiday. I'm so excited, and my mum has got me a little box of goodies. I'll just show you some of them. So, got a little bath bomb, got some bath salts. So excited to have lots of relaxing baths and just like be really chilled. I've got this film Jojo Rabbit, which I'd wanted to see for quite a while now, so we can watch that on DVD. Got a big bar of chocolate, because obviously that is what you need after exams, isn't it? Got a little face mask. I literally never do like these sort of face mask things ever. I'm not very good at like pampering myself in that kind of girly way. Like, I never do my nails, never do anything to my hair, never do face masks, so I'm really excited to do this. A little lavender candle. I'm so excited to just like be able to like do loads of yoga and like loads of chilled like meditation, like mindfulness stuff, because although I do always try and fit it into my routine, I feel like when I have revision to do, I'm kind of a bit more like, okay, 20 minutes of yoga, that will be enough. Whereas now I can just do like a really chill long yoga session. A little book about forest bathing. This is basically where you kind of, it's like mindfulness, like in a forest, where you go and like just be mindful and be present, and it's just about like appreciating nature and stuff. Something that I'm really like really interested in, and like walking mindfully and stuff like that. Yeah, you know me, love a bit of mindfulness. And also this little voucher so that I can go and get some new fish, because I currently only have 1 fish in my fish tank, and he's very small and he's very lonely and he needs some friends, so I'm going to go and get some new little fish. And yeah, I'm just so excited to have 2 weeks to just not work and not even think about it, because it's fine, like obviously I have breaks and I have rest days and stuff from work, but it's just that constant niggling feeling of like, oh, you still got work to do, you still got an exam to revise for, and now I can just be like completely chill and relax. Hi everyone, so it's a bit later in the day now. This is a cat. Cats are always, you know, great. Of course I'm going to have a glass of Prosecco with my portable Prosecco glass, which I got in my Christmas stocking like a year ago. I've said this story so many times in lockdown, and I thought I'd never use it, like who needs a portable Prosecco glass? But you know what, when there's a pandemic, it's exactly what you need. I don't know how to open this. Oh, how amazing is that? I've never seen that before. You can put the lid back on. Cheers everyone. Here's to me finishing 3rd year and my last 2 years medical school. So I'm just gonna, you know, chill with the cat and drink this. So see you later.